Well, you have to have a vision. I mean, if you can't visualize something better, there's nothing to follow. I mean, Martin Luther King gave that famous speech for a reason, because he had that vision, and then he was able to sort of give that vision to other people, and it gave us a map of where to go. And so I think that's really, really important. I think that we have to push ourselves to imagine the impossible, because if we don't, the sloth of the mind just leaves us where we are, and where we are now, it seems, is a bit of moral chaos. You know, it seems like the world's gone crazy, and I think we are moving in a good direction, but I think we have to keep pushing ourselves from a very personal and individual stance to live in a way that's more aligned, more coherent with our own personal values. I looked out into the world and I saw all these horrible things going on. And I felt helpless, like, what can I do to actually have an effect? And of course, there are many things we can do to have an effect. We can vote, we can get the right leaders in, we can volunteer, we can raise money, we can go and work as peacekeepers, we can do a lot of those things. But the most basic thing that occurred to me is to eat in a way that was kind, eat in a way that was peaceful, so that the food that got to my plate, the animals that got to my plate, when I thought about what they had gone through, it didn't jive with my vision of a peaceful life, an awakened life. I think it's really important to think of how we can affect and change the most basic things, because if we can't get the little things right, how can we possibly get the bigger things right? And I'm not comparing human suffering to animal suffering. I'm talking about becoming a more humane person. So applying that humanity wherever we see it. So if we can apply our humanity and push ourselves to evolve in our choices in the most fundamental place, which is our food, I think the effects of those choices ripple out, because our heart is opened. Our awareness is expanded, and when we have that expanded awareness, we make more conscientious choices across the board.